Imagine yourself standing on the shores of ancient Cyprus in 300 BC. The sun dips below the horizon as a wealthy trader named Zeno gazes out over the sea. His ships, once teeming with precious cargo from Phoenicia to Piraeus, have vanished beneath the waves. In a single, uncontrollable moment, everything he owned was swallowed by the depths. His fortune, gone. His future, uncertain. Pause for a moment and place yourself in Zeno's sandals. How would you feel watching your life's work sink into oblivion? Anger? Despair? A sense of cosmic betrayal? Most of us would crumble under the weight of such a loss. But Zeno chose a different path, one of resilience and profound insight. This pivotal experience didn't break him, it transformed him. From the wreckage of his material wealth, he built a legacy of wisdom that would endure for millennia. He became the father of Stoicism. Zeno realized that while we cannot control external events, we can control our reactions to them. This single shift in perspective is like adjusting a sail to catch the wind. It can change your entire course. Instead of lamenting his misfortune, Zeno embraced it as an opportunity to seek deeper meaning. He immersed himself in the teachings of Socrates and other great philosophers, eventually formulating his own philosophy, Stoicism. At its core, Stoicism is about acceptance and equanimity. It's not about suppressing emotions, but about understanding them and choosing how we respond. Imagine possessing an inner fortress of calm that remains unshaken amidst life's tempests. That's the power Stoicism offers, a way to navigate the stormy seas of existence with grace and dignity. Fast forward to today, and the wisdom of Stoicism is more relevant than ever. We live in an age of constant change and unforeseen challenges. Economic downturns, personal losses, global pandemics, the list is endless. Yet, Stoicism teaches us that while we can't control these events, we can control how we perceive and react to them. Consider the concept of perspective. Two people can experience the same event but interpret it in entirely different ways. Stoicism empowers us to choose the interpretation that serves us best. It's like looking at a glass and deciding whether it's half empty or half full. The event remains the same, it's our mindset that makes the difference. The Stoics were practical philosophers. They didn't just theorize, they lived their teachings. They gathered in public spaces, discussing ideas openly, making philosophy accessible to all: slaves, merchants, statesmen, even emperors. Figures like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius not only studied Stoicism but embodied it in their daily lives. Epictetus, once a slave, taught that freedom isn't about external circumstances but about inner autonomy. Seneca, a statesman, advised that wealth is not about having vast possessions but about having few wants. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most powerful emperors, wrote Meditations, a personal journal reflecting on virtue and self-improvement, a testament to the Stoic commitment to personal growth. The Stoics introduced the term cosmopolitan, meaning citizen of the world. They believed in the fundamental equality of all people, a radical idea at the time. Women were welcomed into their circles, and discussions transcended social classes. This inclusivity speaks to the universal applicability of Stoic principles. In our diverse and interconnected world, embracing a cosmopolitan mindset can bridge divides and foster understanding. It's a reminder that beneath our external differences, we share common human experiences: joy, sorrow, hope, and fear. One of the transformative practices in Stoicism is voluntary discomfort. It involves deliberately stepping out of our comfort zones to build resilience. Sleep on the floor instead of your bed. Skip a meal. Take a cold shower. These acts may seem trivial, but they train the mind to endure hardship without distress. Why is this important? Because life inevitably presents us with challenges. By practicing discomfort, we prepare ourselves to face adversity with composure. It's like a mental vaccine, exposing ourselves to small doses of difficulty to build immunity against greater hardships. Modern society bombards us with messages that equate happiness with external achievements, wealth, status, appearance. Advertisements tell us that we're one purchase away from fulfillment. But Stoicism warns against placing our well-being in the hands of external factors we can't control. Imagine chasing after every new gadget, every promotion, every accolade, only to find that satisfaction remains elusive. It's like running on a treadmill, expending energy but going nowhere. Stoicism invites us to step off this exhausting cycle and find contentment within ourselves. Central to Stoicism is the dichotomy of control. It teaches us to distinguish between what we can control and what we cannot. Our actions, judgments, and attitudes are within our control. External events, other people's opinions, and the outcomes of our efforts are not. By focusing on what we can control, we liberate ourselves from unnecessary worry. It's like tending to your garden. You can't control the weather, but you can plant seeds, water them, and nurture growth. Obsessing over the rain won't help your garden flourish, but diligent care will. In a world obsessed with metrics, views, likes, followers, it's easy to tie our self-worth to numbers. But Stoicism challenges us to redefine success. It's not about the outcome, but the effort. Did you act with integrity? Did you give your best? If so, you have succeeded, regardless of external recognition. Take the example of creating a YouTube video. You pour your heart into scripting, filming, and editing. Once you hit upload, the reception is out of your hands. Rather than fretting over views, celebrate the dedication and creativity you invested. This shift reduces anxiety and keeps you aligned with your values. Stoicism is anchored in 4 cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice. Wisdom is understanding what is within our control and making informed choices. Courage is persisting in the face of adversity and resisting negative impulses. Temperance is practicing moderation and self-discipline, doing more with less. Justice is treating others fairly and contributing to the common good. These virtues serve as a moral compass, guiding us toward a fulfilling and ethical life. Nelson Mandela exemplified Stoic principles during and after his 27-year imprisonment. Instead of seeking revenge, he chose reconciliation. He focused on building a united nation rather than dwelling on past injustices. Mandela understood that harboring resentment only prolongs suffering. By releasing the past, he empowered himself and his country to heal and move forward. Stoic concepts have permeated modern psychology through practices like rational emotive behavior therapy, REBT, and logotherapy. REBT helps individuals identify irrational beliefs and replace them with rational ones, echoing the Stoic emphasis on logical thinking. Logotherapy, developed by Viktor Frankl, focuses on finding meaning in life, even amidst suffering, a deeply Stoic idea. Ultimately, Stoicism is about cultivating inner peace in a turbulent world. It's not about suppressing emotions, but about achieving emotional freedom. By accepting that we cannot control external events, but can control our responses, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. Imagine facing life's challenges with unshakable calm. Obstacles become opportunities. Setbacks become lessons. Every experience enriches your journey. As you navigate your own life, consider adopting Stoic practices. Daily reflection: spend time each day contemplating your actions and attitudes. Mindfulness of control: regularly remind yourself of what you can and cannot control. Gratitude practice: acknowledge and appreciate the positive aspects of your life. Voluntary discomfort: challenge yourself to step outside your comfort zone. By integrating these practices, you can develop resilience, clarity, and a deeper sense of purpose. Stoicism isn't just ancient wisdom, it's a practical philosophy for modern living. It empowers us to lead lives of virtue, purpose, and tranquility. So when the storms of life rage around you, remember Zeno's example. You may not control the winds, but you can adjust your sails. And if your ship ever sinks and you find yourself adrift, know that true wealth isn't measured by what you've lost, but by the wisdom and character you've gained. After all, every ending is a new beginning, and within you lies the strength to start anew.